I don't like primers, but I do like this Secure the Sweat because it just mattifies anything that comes to the surface of the skin before it can break down your makeup. So I'm just gonna go straight into my Dolce & Gabbana Hydra Skin Glow Nutri-Tint. This is in the shade 0.5N, and this is like one of my favorite foundations of the year. It's a skin tint, so I guess one of my favorite skin tints of the year, actually. Usually I would want to be doing this with a beauty blender, but I don't have a clean one right now. So I'm using a Sigma complexion brush. This is the multitasker, and I like how this really gets the makeup into the face. This is the Milk Concealer. It's called Future Fluid, and I'm using the shade 4N. It could be slightly pinker, but I really like the texture, and I set this really well and it didn't cake. I find it looks natural and it does what it should. It brightens the under eye. It's also a little bit light, which kind of helps create dimension in the face. Milk contour stick in the shade Toasted. This is my favorite contour stick ever, I think. We'll blend this out. It's a super easy blend. One Size sent me this Attention Seeker blush palette, and I've been using it every day ever since. It's a baby pink, and it's cool enough without being too pasty for my skin tone. I love this one. And we're gonna put that powder blush on top of it, but first we're gonna bronze the face. This is an Hourglass palette. They make a new one every year. This one's limited edition, so it's long gone. It's like 6 years old. But if you buy one of these and you feel like it's super expensive, just know it will last you years and years and years and years. I don't know, it might be worth it. And I like to set the face with powder products before I go in with my actual powder so that I can use less and have a more natural looking base. And back into this blush, and we'll place it really nice and high up on the cheeks, right over our cream blush. I love this color. The best powder besides the original Givenchy that's gone now is this Hourglass. Has a bit of a sheen to it, but I find it just to be brightening. It's not sparkly at all. It just really lifts up the face. Like, this is gonna be your best friend if you just can't find a powder right now. Also, if you're a pro makeup artist and you have a Nigel Beauty account, you can get it for $30 instead of $50. That's how I got mine. We're not gonna be shy with the powder today because I'm in an oily time of the month, and we're gonna spray it down just to help this mesh into the skin better. I'm gonna take the other side, and I'm just gonna kind of push it in to get rid of these stripes. I'm gonna do a little bit of this glow very carefully, and I'm gonna take it on this brush, and I'm just gonna sweep it on and not blend too much because I don't wanna disturb what's underneath it. But this is like a waterproof, sort of like a different, it's like a non-oily sheen. And because it's like that waterproof sort of formula, it's a better candidate to put on top of other makeup than some other cream highlights are. Gonna hit it across the nose. And now our last step is to just wet this down. We're a little overly matte, and usually I don't even like to set the face like this, but I really like this milk spray because it does what it should without ruining my makeup and making me look overly greasy at the end of the day. And this is the skin now that it's dried down. I did put on a little eye. We're just gonna finish the lip together. This is Nude Beige. This is ideal for people with very little lip border who like to overline. Then I'm gonna go in with MAC's Creme de Nude. They have this in new packaging. It's a little bit less shiny, but I believe it's a similar color. Maybe the same, I don't know with them. But this is our skin look. So after I get all of the rest of my face on, then I decide if I want a little bit more blush or a little bit more bronzer or glow. And usually I end up going into this Hourglass powder and just like swirling some things together and just hitting the cheek. And for some reason, that just sort of melts everything together. For me, especially post-spray, sometimes the spray really blends things too, but this is our finished look. And if you've noticed, once this dried down, it did not disturb the underside of the makeup at all. This is my favorite sort of like long wear skin base that isn't overly natural, but isn't quite to glam territory yet. And this will last until the end of the day, for sure.